Nolen, how would you like a brand new Tesla?
Of course, why not?
Well, you're in luck because we got brand new Tesla beer.
What is that?
Fuck you, asshole. Welcome back to Our Center Culture. I'm Matt.
Jason.
And we have our good buddy, Mike Nolen, back from Nolen Distributing. How are you, friend?
I'm good. How are y'all?
It's good to see you, man.
Very good, very good. Thank you.
We've tried numerous times to get you back on here, but you're too fucking busy. Mr. Busybody with Busy Businessman.
He forgot the little man when he grew up there.
How you been, man?
I've been really good. Just like you said, just been super busy. And, business is, it's just the last year's been a whirlwind.
Yeah.
So,
Good things.
Yeah, very good things. Not complaining.
That's a good whirlwind, not like a tornado destroying everything,
Right.
but like as in like you've been staying busy, right?
Oh yeah, just so it's been really good, and I'm glad I was able to fit in an hour to come by and say hi.
Yeah.
Because it's
Oh, we
been
got a clock. Just an hour.
We appreciate
Whoa,
you. Yeah,
whoa.
we appreciate you. Yeah, we're not worthy.
We can only afford an hour. We don't want no more. Whoa.
maybe two.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. Thank you for coming. And you got your portfolio, Nolen Distributing. Your portfolio is grown exponentially. I think probably since we've seen you last, however many months ago.
Yeah, it has. So I mean, I've just recently brought in Atrium.
Yeah, what you got in
Brewing.
front of you there?
Yeah, so we got Atrium Brewing. These are a couple of their specialty beers that they just put out.
Out of Louisville, Kentucky.
Out of Louisville.
Yeah.
Shout out Mark and Spencer. Up.
Yeah.
Mark Rubo, Spencer,
Yeah, man.
the whole group. Good buddies of mine for years. And just brought those into our portfolio.
Nice.
But also just working with a lot of other brands. Some other brands, even there are a few brands I bring in from outside of Kentucky every once in a while for some fun drops and things like that.
Yeah.
But as you know, I'm really focused on, local Kentucky brands.
Yeah.
For sure.
They're just my recent addition, but really stoked that I get to sell all the local guys' beers, Ethereal, Mere Twin, all those guys.
Nice.
I think it's
Sure glad to
awesome.
have you.
I think it's awesome that you're able to make, or you were able to grow and establish such a successful endeavor on trying to keep it local and having a passion for local, because I think traditionally speaking, the people that are in that industry do not do that. It's a lot easier to go find the biggest, clients you can, bring them on, and then just use their paychecks to kind of fund the rest of the operation,
Well, you get those big brands, and then you automatically get distribution into places like Kroger and
Right.
Meijer and things like that. And that's not what we're doing. We're just trying to take care of the local guys because.
Yeah.
Well, 10 years ago, we were drinking beers with a lot of those guys.
Yeah,
They
sure. Yeah,
some
exactly
of them
right.
just maybe have been assistant brewers over at Alltech or something like that. And a lot of these guys, they ended up opening their own breweries. And it's honestly just been kind of...
It is pretty cool, too, like, to get the local stuff that when they first started canning it, you had to go to their establishment.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not close to you, and then now you walk in a liquor store or, big box store, whatever you want to call it, and there's tons of it sitting there. Like I was talking to you earlier, I saw your display with Mere Twin, pretty cool. So it's good to see that stuff in there.
Yeah, man.
Representing.
Yeah, thanks. It's like I said, it's been great, and I'm lucky that I get to work with people I care about and help to get them grow their business as well as mine at the same time. And it was kind of an accident. I never knew years ago that the guys I was drinking in basements with, we'd all be working together.
Yeah,
so it's
Dark
exactly
back alleys drinking beer.
Yeah. Atrium, they're a real fun brewery. They make really good stuff. They've only been around, has it been like 4 years?
They've been around just over 3 years because my business, I opened up December 2020. And I think they opened, I want to say it was September, October of
Probably right.
2020.
Okay.
So...
And
They
they're
just had their membership too. I just got a membership.
nice. You didn't even say you got one?
Yeah, I got one.
Oh,
I just didn't
awesome.
want to let you know.
That
I wanted to hog it
sounds
all.
about
Yeah.
that sounds about
sold
right.
out in just a couple of days.
That's right. That's right.
That's great. Good for them. So they kind of cut their teeth on the whole like sour style, the pastry sour kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they still do a lot of those, but they branch out. Like the two that you got in front of you, you got the pastry sour, and you got an imperial
You got the-
coffee stout
yeah.
there too.
Yeah, and it's cool. They call it Beans because there's a coffee shop in Louisville called Beans, and that's where they actually get the coffee from.
Okay,
and
cool.
everything.
Yeah. Keep it local.
But they're known for their sours. They're known for their Spencer likes to make really fun, interesting beers. But man, when I go in there, I got to be honest. I like to drink that spicy meatball, which is their Italian Pilsner.
That's pretty
that's
solid.
double dry
Yeah.
hopped.
Yeah.
He makes really good lagers, and that's.
Yeah.
I think after all these years of drinking all these crazy beers, sometimes I just want a clean, easy drinking lager.
Dude, that's the way it is. Everybody
sure.
goes, you go full circle, you know? It's like you start out and you were drinking Natty Lights all through college, and then you start discovering like Pilsner or Kells and shit like that, and then you're like, what is this thing called an IPA? What does that stand for? And then you start learning about hops, and then you start getting into like stouts, and then you're just like, oh my God, everything is like so amazing. And then you get diabetes, and then you die.
You start shooting up barley wine.
Yeah, and then you come back to life, and then you're like, oh, I kind of need a break. I want something like a lambic. And then you just kind of go all the way back down the hill, and you're just like, man, just give me a fucking lager. Just give me a
I think it
Pils.
goes back to too. So like if you go to tailgating or go to a sporting event or out for the evening, I love a good IPA, love a good stout, love pastry sour, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It can be good, but damn, I can't drink 10 of those. If I'm gonna be out for 6-8 hours, give me a couple Pilsners in there. Let's go that route.
It's not even just the alcohol. It's just like
it's taste.
It's the amount of calories. It's how much my body can retain, and then like my vision starts going blurry because I have contracted diabetes. It's a lot. Some of that beer's delicious, but it's a fucking lot. So
Can
you
be.
go full circle and get a fucking spicy meatball, and it's good shit. So.
Good name.
Well, you've already promised Nolen a Tesla, and there's something sitting in front of you.
Yeah, yeah. So this right here is the newest beer from Tesla. This is the CyberBeer.
beer.
It's not. This is the CyberBeer. I was making sure I was going to get it right.
You'll learn me something.
Yeah, and then this is a gift set. It was 2 bottles of beer and then 2 mugs, and it's supposed to be like a take on the bottle looks like the Cybertruck or whatever, which will fucking never come out.
I was going to say, is it ever going to come out?
I don't know. It's been delayed and delayed and delayed. Honestly, I enjoy Tesla. I like the brand. I love how innovative they are. I'm not talking about Elon Musk. I'm separating him from the persona from the business.
Hashtag Matt loves Elon.
Yeah, right. But I think the Cybertruck is the most god-awful vehicle I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't understand why anybody wants to buy that thing, but they got pre-orders for it. So, but this thing is cool as fuck. So you see this box right here. If you want to watch, we're on YouTube, YouTube/OurCynicCulture. But if you're listening, this box...
And subscribe.
Like and subscribe. But this box is like a matte black. It says CyberBeer and Cyberstein limited edition set. It's actually got like a little decal on the top there. I don't know if you can
like
see
the
that.
truck with the window.
Yeah, it's
the
actually
top
supposed
part.
to be like a profile of the Cybertruck on the side.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then because the Cybertruck, I don't know if you all know anything about this, but the panels are made of rolled steel, which is supposedly so tough. I
saw somebody shooting an arrow at it the other day online.
I've heard, I haven't seen that, but like you can't bend it when you manufacture it, so they just got straight sheets of metal. That's why it's so angular. And that's why it looks so fucking stupid. Honestly, in my opinion, I think that was just overkill.
They're selling it for $80,000. It costs $100 to make.
Yeah, exactly. So. Whoa.
That is pretty. That is pretty cool. Ain't gonna lie.
So then they got everything set up. They got the 2 bottles in the middle, and then the 2 mugs. These things are like ceramic.
Let me see one of those.
I feel like the Price of Right girls should be like featuring this and showing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's a good coffee mug.
Yeah.
Once we're done drinking beer from it,
we could get Vanna White here, but do you know how much money she makes a year?
I do not.
It's like many, many millions.
Really?
She's
I know she
rich.
actually like sued them went to the contract negotiations.
Right, yeah.
Because she found out how much Pat Sajak was.
Yeah, no shit. I'd be pissed too. She's been there just as long as now. Granted, he is the host, but I mean, honestly,
I don't think she talked for the first 20 years.
But you know what? If we're being honest, in the very beginning, how many people went there?
Watched it for him.
Nobody watched it for Pat Sajak. Everybody watched it for Vanna White. So honestly, that should be hers. So
What is this? I mean, it. Like,
the mug.
I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, wow, it looks interesting and it's lightweight.
It is
It
lightweight.
kind of feels good in your hand, but at the same time, I'm like,
So
wow, I'll spill that all over myself.
right. So the design.
I'm anxious to see how I'm gonna drink out of
The
that.
design of all of these are supposed to be a take on the Cybertruck. That's why they're all angular like that.
Okay.
So it's all straight edges and angles and stuff like that. Again, I don't like the Cybertruck, so I it's whatever. But it's all marketing shtick. So do you all know anything about this beer?
I have no idea anything
I know.
about this
I think is it a lager? That's about all I know.
It is a lager. Do you know what kind of lager?
A good one.
Maybe. I guess that's what we're here to find out. It's a Helles lager.
Oh, great. Okay.
So they've actually put out multiple alcoholic beverages. Do you all remember the tequila they put out?
I remember the tequila, like the lightning bolt looking thing.
I've never seen a review on it. The bottle
been opened.
The bottle looks dope as shit. It's like a lightning bolt, and you got to put it in a stand because it's like it comes down to a point. You know what I mean? But it's just a lightning bolt glass carafe filled with tequila, and it was like $250, sold out. They put it online twice, sold out immediately both times. They put out another beer prior to this called Giga Beer, and I think it was only available in Europe. And that one was actually a Pilsner, and then this one is a Helles. So I had to double check to make sure they are two different beers, but the bottles look identical except for the label. This says
that's
CyberBeer. Yeah, it's graffiti.
Wow.
It says CyberBeer.
Okay.
You see it now?
I feel like I'm in Chicago on the
right.
hill.
Yeah, I thought somebody stole this and then they spray painted it and they gave it back to us. And then the other one, it's just got a different label on it, but it's a different style. It's a different beer or whatever. You all don't have to use those mugs if you don't want to.
Hell no, I'm using that mug.
Okay,
what
yeah.
are you talking about?
Well, fucking, I don't get one. I don't want one.
You don't.
Yeah,
you can't
fuck
have
you
one.
all. I don't want that mug.
I'm going to be drinking my morning coffee with this, getting my morning pick me up. Let's go.
Speaking of coffee, Nolan, I got a little gift for you. A real gift, not the fake Tesla that I kept screwing you over about. This is called Magic Mind. This is a little energy drink our friends have been giving us. And if you go to magicmind.com/cynic culture, you'll get a discount. It's all natural. It's made with nootropics and some other really awesome stuff like ashwagandha root. I keep talking about ashwagandha root because ashwagandha is a supplement that I take and I think is very beneficial for you.
Do
And
more,
it's
stress
expensive.
less.
Yeah.
That's solid. That's good advice.
I need that.
Specifically
I don't know how you
for
do
you.
that, but I'm good
Do
at
more,
that.
stress less.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I can do much more.
this is
but
right up
I
your
definitely
alley.
need to stress less.
Yeah, so I have 28 gallons shipping to you to fill into a bathtub, and I want you to soak in this for 4 hours, and then just let it all just like soak.
If you cut it a little bit of the water, you can just put an IV in. It'll be fine.
It's the doctor's orders.
Doctor's orders. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
So what you talked about this Helles lager? So do we know who made it?
Yes.
I'm assuming they sourced it.
Yeah, this is contracted with a brewery called Buzz Rock Brewing. I don't want to get into. Well, I'll let you form your own opinion, okay? And we all are very adept in the beer industry, so we all have our opinions. But I will tell you, Buzz Rock is out of Torrance, California. Their whole theme is kind of like game day, like sports bar kind of deal, pushing like the sports angle. They have a few collabs that they've done, and here,
I mean, all collabs.
yeah. Here's the collabs they've done. Are you ready? They've done a collab with Colin Cowherd.
Okay.
They've done a collab with I lost my place here. Where the fuck was I? George Lopez. Okay. They've done a collab with Slightly Stoopid, the band.
Oh yeah.
And they've done a collab with Clayton Kershaw.
Wow.
So they have not done a collab with any breweries. Not that I've seen, but this is what they're promoting on there. They actually have a link on their page where it's like, see all the celebrity collabs that we've done. So all these collaborations have been pushing the marketing angle. Not
So
the
fun
beer
fact, off topic, of course.
Yeah.
Slightly Stupid. You know that band?
I know of them, but I do not listen to them.
That was the first band. Remember Sublime? That
yeah.
band?
Oh yeah.
That Bradley Noel, the one that overdosed. That was the first. That was, I guess, the only band he signed his label. That was them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that label still going on, or did it die with him?
I would assume it's still going.
Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause
I would hope so.
They got, in
Someone
the
should
big,
take
they
that
got, they got in
over.
a big lawsuit with Sublime. So they had, when he passed away, his family did.
Yeah.
So now you see it's Sublime with Rome. That guy's name. If you see him
Oh,
tour.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Side,
Yeah, so
side, side note.
So yeah, on the very front page they got Colin. Is it Cowherd or Coward?
Coward.
They got his visage on there, pushing their product, and then he's got two different beers with him. One is a Pils, and the other one is an IPA that they say is a lager style.
It's like a cold like an IPL or something.
No, it literally says IPA, and then it says style lager. So I don't know if that's a typo. For anyone not familiar, those are two very different types of beers. So this all this information leads me to believe that this is probably a brewery that's just kind of pushing the marketing angle, and maybe not necessarily scrutinizing their own product quite as much. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never had a Buzz Rock Brewing beer, so that could be preemptive.
I wonder if they actually make their own.
You're not
beer.
allowed to say anything because you're a distributor. You have to stay neutral. You can be our neutral party here.
And you said Buzz Rock was the name of the
Yeah,
brewery? Okay,
yeah.
cool.
But they are averaging a 3.61 on Untapped. So But I'd like to open this and see if it's any good. You all want to try?
I don't think we should.
No,
we don't like to do that on this show.
Okay, so the bottle here is like, I guess it's a glass bottle, but it is also shaped in the weird angular fashion.
If our buddy Jade's watching, it could be plastic. He'll get that. He'll get that.
Gotta pull out the knife. Well, it's got a.
Yeah, I think it
there we
just
go.
I think yeah. It's like a seam, and then you yep.
Oh.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. There's plastic outside of glass. No, okay, that's just the top. So, and this is interesting. The cap is rusted. There's actually rust on the cap right there. Do you see that?
It's a Miller High Life. They put it in there.
That's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign.
And we just got this in the mail, didn't we? Like, it literally just came in this week.
We bought it like as soon as it popped up.
Yeah.
From what I know.
Yeah.
Give me that bottle opener right there. Yes, sir. Okay, I don't think this will be a gusher, but.
No.
Okay, you never know.
Very,
Look at that
very
rim.
interesting bottle shape. So I wonder is that all glass right there you got your hand on?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's just the label is going down over top of it, so it's like got that glossy black on there. But yeah, you can see the bottom. It's all glass.
I mean, it looks like a Miller High Life.
Yeah.
Like a little pony, the
Just
pony ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there is definitely rust on there.
There is definitely rust on that, yes.
That's
Do you want
kinda
to
gross.
wipe that with a napkin?
Maybe, yeah.
Nah, we like a little rust. I had my tetanus shot back in '84.
Yeah, those last forever, right? It should be good.
For sure, yeah. I did step on a rusty nail once. Probably could be the same thing. I think I remember drinking a beer like this.
I've drank many beers like this.
Yeah. That's the ones you leave in a cooler in college for like 6 months. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Either that or every beer I had before I turned 21 was a beer like this. You know what I mean? Right.
Pour me up in my glass. I don't need to rinse it. I'll
You
be
all
fine.
got your fucking fancy mugs. I'm going to do this.
It pours pretty good. Okay.
This is 330 milliliters. So,
Can't do that.
yeah. It's an odd number. That
probably
seems like
should-
an odd number by European standards.
You probably should rinse this glass out, but whatever.
What, your Tesla mug?
Yeah, probably.
I didn't even think about that. That's probably got like some Tesla Musk.
I might get smart.
I get it. It's got Tesla Musk in
That's
there.
very,
You might
very
want to rinse that
clever.
out.
Very
Yeah.
clever.
Yeah.
I might get smarter drinking out of this without rinsing it. Probably couldn't,
So the
probably
beer,
couldn't get much smarter though.
the beer itself is made with it's a set of Helles lager brewed with Saaz, Hallertau, and I've never heard of this hop before. Nolan, tell me if I'm pronouncing this right, or if you even know. It's called Mittelfrüh. Mittlefruh.
Never heard of it.
Mittelfrüh.
It's got to be a German hop.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's
They're
about-
all noble, so they're all German.
I mean, it's. I'll let you try it. Or here, I'll give my review. It's okay.
Did you try it?
Yeah. The mug does not do well with beer. It's all foam.
You want to try mine?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm gonna pour a little more for zinc. Is there any left in that one though? In the bottle? Oh damn, he poured it all.
Stole it all. He's fucking Mr.
Look at
Big
there.
Pour
Came
over
in on
here.
here.
No, I didn't think for it.
He poured 319 milliliters.
He's already got to pour. Fuck him. Yeah, he's got to sleep in the bed that he
want some
made.
No, I'm good. It's actually okay. I mean, it's a little malty, I would say.
Yeah. So for a Helles, it's actually a little more hoppy than I was expecting.
Yeah.
It doesn't linger, but you can kind of get that kind of that twinge of hops where it's just kind of like you get that little bit of a tickle. Which I'm used to a Helles being a lot smoother than that from the hop profile.
Even the color, it looks a little yellow, dark
Yeah.
amber. I'm used to it being a little clearer. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually, I don't know. Usually a Helles is a little more light colored
That's what I would
straw.
Yeah.
This is a little more golden brown.
Corn golden. Yeah.
And I would say that the malt quotient is actually a little heavier than I was expecting as well. As for the beer itself, I don't think it's bad.
No, it's
What
a
do you-
very, very cool marketing gimmick.
Yeah. What do you think, Nolan?
I think you described it perfectly. I mean, it's got more hop character. It's got the malt characters there.
Yeah.
It's
Don't sugarcoat it.
I mean, it's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just an average. It's an average tasting beer.
So and that's kind of
If you told me this was just beer, flavored beer, I'd
Yeah.
be like, oh, that's cool.
yeah. If I bought this from a brewery, I'd be like, okay,
But
3.5, 3.75. But you get the fucking
get
ceramic
the-
mug.
That's going to be
Yes, sir.
a great coffee cup.
Okay, so I actually read some preliminary reviews from people that got this. This has just been shipping out. I guess this has just been shipping out.
Yeah.
The reviews that I read were
You got-
all within
you got it just a
past-
few days ago, so.
Yeah, a couple weeks. The overall sentiment was that it's hot garbage.
I don't know if I'd say that. I mean, maybe to style.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, and I didn't want to say anything to you all because I wanted to kind of have like an untainted review, but I don't. You said taint. I don't think it's horrible. I actually don't think it's that bad.
I don't think it's terrible, but I think our local guys are making better German style beers than that.
Yeah.
and that's not just
I agree.
because I sell the
No,
beer.
I agree.
I
agree,
Being
yeah.
completely honest with
I agree.
like
It'd probably be the worst thing on tap if you went to TGI Fridays. I mean, I'm not
Probably,
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. But I mean, it's like
it's
I'm not
not-
going to throw it out. I'm not going to drink.
No, no,
it's,
no.
it's not a bad beer, but it's not special.
You ain't buying it
It's-
every
no, I
day.
mean, we're-
No.
This is purely marketing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Great job by them. I mean,
Yeah.
hell, we bought it.
Well,
So-
go ahead.
I want to know, so maybe they're saying it's all garbage. How much did this cost?
Free 50.
True fitty. The set with two 330 milliliter bottles and two ceramic mugs with the Tesla logo on it was $150.
Still,
It's a lot of money for what it is. Now, if you were just going by beer standards, yeah, I'd be like, fuck that. If you're going by collectible standards and you like the brand, yeah, it's cool. It'd be cool to keep back and not drink, or for the the flippers to hold on to it and try to like squeeze some more money out of it on the secondary market.
Oh, well, it actually says on the back it's an Imperial Helles, so that's 7%.
It actually says Imperial. See, it doesn't even
Yeah.
say that on the
Yeah,
website.
so
That's
it
funny.
says it's 7%, so maybe that's why it's a little more hot.
And you know what's funny?
Is like what 4.5 or
And
up
it-
500 or something like
and
that.
it says "Ha cheers" on the back.
You know what? That actually. I'm glad you saw that. I didn't even see that.
Gotcha.
No, well, that actually explains why it's got that hefty malt and the exaggerated hop character on there.
Yeah.
Honestly, it fits the bill.
Yeah.
So all things considered,
And that glass weighs a ton. Like it's an empty glass.
yeah.
Look how
Well, you
heavy
can.
that
Well, look
is.
at that bevel right there.
I think
Like,
there's some lead in there. I'm pretty
fucking-
sure.
They had to make that shit thick as hell to make that cap go down there. Yeah, I guess all things considered, it probably for what it is, that tastes about on par. You know what I mean? Again,
I will say one thing though. I think if you're making this beer, if you're them, I mean, I appreciate the marketing, I appreciate the design, but don't wrap it in plastic. Make that matte finish for $150. Like,
you want them to do like a screen print kind of thing, like Stone does.
Yeah. I want it to be, or like those meads you get from Iceland or whatever the hell you see sitting in
Yeah.
like liquor barn and stuff. I don't know what they're called.
The
but anyway.
Viking's blood or whatever.
Yeah, like make it that color. You know, they have like
okay.
a gray one or a dark.
You
one.
want like a ceramic bottle?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, why
I
not?
got you.
What's going on with the bottle? It almost looks like it's changing colors when you touch it.
Oh my god!
Remember, it was all
Is it?
blue. Am I wrong?
Shit, I don't know. It's just like a
'Cause
plastic.
You're right.
wrap,
It is.
though. Is it?
It's fucking hypercolor.
Yeah.
No, that's
the
pretty
logo.
cool.
Okay, so the logo on there is blue, and see when I put my finger
Wow.
on it, it's fucking hypercolor.
I used to have a shirt like
It
that.
reminds me of the Coors Light when it was cold as a rock.
Yeah.
The mountains,
Yeah.
the mountains would be blue.
Wow.
I didn't know this was a thing. That's pretty dope. That's cool. Fucking more
Good job,
novelty.
Nolan. Good job.
Yeah, I knew we brought you on for a reason. I am going to give you a real Tesla. Psych, fuck you. Make sure we're good on time. But, well, anyways, I mean, I think the beer fits the bill.
Yeah.
I think there's a reason not a lot of people are brewing Imperial Hell's lagers.
There's a very
because
good reason. Yeah.
There's a very good reason. But I mean, for what it is, it actually tastes exactly like what it's supposed to be.
I think it's cool. Would I buy it again though? Secondary. I mean, we saw some. How high did you see them going?
I saw an eBay auction on this for $750. And ironically, I think this is still available for retail for $150. So I think people are just grasping at straws. Is that the term? Can you say that? Does
Yeah,
that
I would
fit?
say so. It's weird though. Like everything they do sells out immediately. Like
Yeah.
I swear this sold out like after we bought it. But then maybe they added more. I've not checked online
don't
lately,
know.
but maybe they did.
I don't know.
I
wonder.
saw some in the secondary sites I'm on, the one for $750 as well. Now I didn't see any sale, but
Yeah.
still, I mean, listing at that is like if you list it that it doesn't close, I would say you're probably at least $50 off.
Right.
You might get $650 at that point to $700.
Okay.
So
how do they? My question with this: how do they get the approval to have the Tesla logo and?
Well, I mean, I guess this is technically a Tesla beer. This was shipped and sold through Tesla. Okay. Yeah, we actually had to go to their website and buy it through Tesla.com. It just said on a footnote it was brewed by Buzzrock Brewing out of Torrance, California.
And it didn't ship everywhere. You know, we just had that since like COVID's been in to ship to Kentucky a lot of places, so they're shipping here.
Oh, really?
I don't think every state can get that. I mean, to my knowledge. Okay. It'd be illegal if they did.
Yeah. Well, we got it legally. Maybe. Who knows? Is it worth it? Not really. For what it is, it's fun. It's a great novelty. If you like Tesla, fucking get it.